Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a lot of big Target news to go and cover. We have some potential for some Target walk-ins, as in like brand new, like no online orders, people literally walking to the store and getting some checkouts. We also have the fact that the Target drop actually dropped last night, had a pretty okay-ish restock. The restock did also seem a little bit more on the regional, so we're going to discuss on that. And overall, there actually was a decent amount of kind of issues with this last Target restock. Not that many, it went moderately okay, but we also have a little bit of rants to kind of throw in with that as well. So a little bit of Target news to kind of go and cover off throughout today. So if you guys did have a chance to go get your actual console, got the nice little W, leave a comment down below. Or if you guys did not for whatever reason, also let me know down below. I think a lot of people did not get any of their consoles this wave because it did seem a lot smaller. So you guys, this one I'm kind of curious on the community overall. As well, if you guys did go and see my video maybe a few hours ago that we just uploaded, if now, I'll have a link for it down below on the fact that we're actually doing some contracted work up with Sony, and I basically got hired by Sony. Literally, I had so many nice comments on that video. I love you guys. You guys are all fantastic. I don't want to go get a little sappy and cry again, for forever, but I will let you guys know you guys are all amazing, and thank you guys all for watching my videos. And as you guys always know, like any ads you guys ever see in my videos, all the affiliate links we have down below, they always go towards my helping out my family. So just thank you guys all for being here. As well, guys, just as I mentioned, the affiliate links, if you guys want to be subscribed to the channel with the notifications on, we do a lot of the restock news such as this, or also just general Sony news. As well, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoy. We have the Amazon links because we're still waiting for Amazon to go and restock. Link down below with the disc and the digital. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream link down below too as well. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money, and Coinbase. If you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. So now, without further ado, let's go dive into the actual video. So let's go and touch on, first of all, the actual drop. We'll get into walk-in news in a little bit. So when it comes to the actual Target drop, if you guys did get one, as I mentioned, leave a comment down below. But one major thing is the fact that it seemed very, very regional, or at least very, very selective on which stores actually did go and drop. At least from when I was going and checking my local stores here up in Chicago, I basically saw like nothing. Like there is nothing going on as well. One of my friends who's still trying to get the consoles was actually awake this morning too when the drop did happen, and pretty much every single store in our area within like the 50-mile radius or so did not have any stock. Like there was basically had nothing. It all just basically said limited stock. When you went and try to go click on the actual website, there is nothing there. A good example is a lot of people up on Twitter as well also had a similar issue where basically they try to go look through in their local Target stores. They checked like this, like within the first 5 minutes of the actual Target drop happening, like the restock happening for the PS5, digitals, etc. And basically all of the stores just said limited stock, and then had this not eligible for order pickup, which basically means because you basically order online with Target and you guys go into the store itself and pick it on up, they couldn't do it because none of their stores had stock. So at least for us in Chicago, maybe if you guys are up in Chicago too, I have a lot of Midwest boys up in here. Leave a comment if you guys had a chance to get one. Maybe you guys got all the good stock. Nothing wrong with that. But I do want to go and confirm that my friend in this area did not have any stock available. And quite a few people have the same issue where they were looking for their city and either the stock got sold out that fast, either from bots or just people being like lickety split on it, or just the fact that there was basically no stock. We did also see a few areas that actually did have some pretty big drops. I think I do kind of feel like this was more of a regional drop based on the areas that we actually saw getting the stock. But some people did get W's. I saw like an okay-ish amount. If you guys, that's why I'm asking you guys up on YouTube and stuff as well. But we saw like an okay amount. Nothing crazy, but like there is at least some movement going on. I wasn't really sure if this drop was going to happen because we did have a Target drop last week, but also the stock was really weird. If you guys saw, some stores basically had no stock. Some stores had huge amounts of stock. I made a video on it yesterday. I was like, hey, be on the lookout for it. Other people are saying this. I'm kind of just sharing you guys the news on this one. Sometimes we do the research ourselves to have good context for it. For this one, all my contacts as well at Target, which is why we kind of maybe think it was more regional, had no good information. They're like, we don't even know ourselves. We're not getting really that big of stock going around. We did have one employee, though, that did actually have stock in the warehouse, but it wasn't like a huge, insane amount of stock. So just letting you guys know on that one, this was a really weird one. So if you guys did not get your console off this drop, don't feel bad, don't feel awful, but we did kind of know it was kind of coming with the API leaks that were a few days ago. We knew there were stock. We knew that we actually had employees go and confirm on March 28th there was some stat that showed on up to as well. Like we saw a little bit of movement, but it just wasn't sure if it's gonna be this week, later on this week, or next week. But this either might lead towards Target doing consistent drops, so maybe next week we'll have another smaller regional drop, or maybe this is more so just on the leftover, or maybe some stores just had really big stock stock, and they wanted to go and sell it because they have like 20 consoles on hand anyway. So letting you guys know on this one as well, we did see like quite a few issues, quite a few little small things. I think the website was mostly good though. The digital stock was like almost non-existent. There was a few places with some digital stock, so if you somehow got a digital, major congrats to you guys. But overall, I feel like it was mostly on the disc. And I think it kind of seemed a little bit more on the regional end. So keep you guys updated throughout this weekend, because there could be potential for maybe like a now Target coming to every single week now. But I'm not 100% sure because this drop was really kind of small, also potentially regional. And as well as I mentioned, a lot of stores didn't really have that big a stock, or some areas had zero stock. So a very weird Target drop overall. But overall, I would rather them go do drops so people that are trying to get the consoles in these smaller regions that have stock can actually go and get them. So I'm okay with smaller drops and more consistent drops, though it is always nice when we have those really big ones that everyone gets a console, or at least a lot of people do. But so kind of want to go and move on to the next bit of news over here, which is kind of like the title of this video, and that is the walk-in news. Now, I don't want you guys to be running to your Target store right this second, because this is a very, very small, I think, amount of people who are actually confirming this or seeing this overall. So don't be like rushing there. Don't be expecting there's going to be consoles there like when you guys show on up. But I do want to report on this news in case this is either consistent or it might happen up in the next few days as well. So if you guys remember, we actually had a Target drop about a week ago or so. And as of right now, I've seen about like 4 or so different people walk into their Targets and get a console. Now, this is not them, ordering online like the normal Target drop. These are people who just really went into the store and they were curious and they actually had stock available in the back room, which they sometimes do. So it may just depend on the Target store itself or the manager, which is why I'm saying like, don't, if you are okay with embarrassing yourself, like how I usually am, like I don't mind just like asking an employee and being like, hey, is there anything there? If not, no worries. Or if like you guys just randomly at Target yourselves, you guys are getting groceries, picking up something, you guys are bored, whatever, you guys want to check your local stock and see if it goes down, etc. from the Target drop, you guys can. But most of the time it's gonna be like 95% no. But there has been enough people that have actually walked in the store without online orders and have actually either seen stuff in the back and asked the employees, and they did go and sell it. So my kind of expectations, we also saw some other people on the Restock community like YouTube Next Gen Gaming confirming this last week. We also saw a few other people kind of touching on this subject as well. So my kind of thoughts on this is because we had a Target drop about a week ago. You typically have around like, a week to go get your console from online orders. And sometimes because people are spamming the website, they never actually see their order confirmation, or their bank doesn't go and get charged or anything weird like that. Their credit card's acting weird, or they just assume they never actually got the console. You spam it 50 times, one order goes through, and you're just like, okay, I just thought I didn't get the console. And then guess what? You actually did. But then the console's like specifically sitting there over at the local Target in the back or whatever for you to go pick on up. And then they just never actually go and pick it on up. So then that means that there's some leftover stock, or maybe possibly they may want to slowly start moving towards more in-person pickups. I'm not sure if that's true. I think they still want to mostly stay on actual online order, in-store pickup that same day. So I'm just letting you guys know we have seen a few confirmations of people getting them. Very, very small amounts though. But if you guys are bored, you guys have to go to Target anyway. You guys are just kind of curious. You guys just want the adventure. You guys are just that desperate for human attention. Kind of like how I am. Any of the store, you guys can always go and ask and see. So that's not confirmed. It's not like a managerial thing, or it might be more of a managerial thing. It's not like a nationwide thing. It's not a new policy, but we have seen at least throughout the past like 2 weeks or so, a decent amount of people get confirmations from walking on in and asking. So as I mentioned, it may just be leftover from the previous drop, or possibly they may even have a small allocation from this drop. If you guys are in a region where the stock is physically there, then maybe they have like an extra 3 or 5 or so. So letting you guys know, I've been trying my best to get some Target employee information on this too as well, but I think I bothered them enough just by trying to get information for this current drop. So if I get any more information, or if we see more walk-ins, I'll let you guys know. But I do want to say they are floating around. And as I mentioned, some places just don't have stock. So this is why I'm kind of saying, like, if you guys are just that bored, or you guys are going to Target anyway, maybe be polite and ask and see. Because as I mentioned, if they're not even selling some Target stock online, like I mentioned, for here in Chicago, like we basically had no stock even for online orders. So realistically, you're probably not going to be able to go do a walk-in for something like this. But maybe if your area had like one of those really big 60+ stock that we saw quite a few people with those, like those really, really big Target internal stocks, you guys can maybe go go and ask if they may possibly do it, but I'm not sure. I think it's against normal company policy. Like, that's not how they want to do the sales. So it might be up to the employee or the manager, or as I mentioned, if there's previous cancellations mixed on in, maybe they just have the stock available and they're like, might as well sell it. We already have it in the system, might as well. So I don't want you guys get your hopes up for it too much, but we did see quite a few little weird walk-in stuff like that with the BJs and also with the Myers. It's almost takes like a little bit of weird social engineering to make it work too as well. So you guys have to be like extra nice or just wholesome, or if you guys are just lucky. But as you guys know, it's really hard to get the PlayStation 5s, especially the digitals. So don't get your expectations up. But as I mentioned, I saw a few people actually go get it. So I'm letting you guys know it's out there. There's a very small chance, just more so if you're doing it casually, kind of how we say for maybe like Myers or for BJ's, etc. I'd say just ask around, be nice to the employees, go and see. It's very unlikely that it'll happen. So if you don't mind embarrassing yourself or just like, kind of goofing around. I'm one of those people, if I go see an employee, I'll be like, hey, I'm trying to get one. Do you like, is that cool? And they'll just be like, they don't blank here. They're like, yeah, we either have it or don't. And be like, oh, okay, nice, and walk away. So some people don't like that. Some people don't like human interaction. I'm like, you guys see me up. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. So I mean, I'm kind of used to just saying dumb stuff or talking to new people all the time. So I don't know. It's up to you guys. You guys want to go and try and see. But we did see at least a few of it. We'll keep you guys updated on the walk-in stuff. And as well, if you guys did go get a console from Target today, leave a comment down below if you guys got the W or L, your experience or whatever. As I mentioned, we saw a lot more L's and a lot more very smaller stock, which could have been regional. So I'm a little bit kind of curious on how the community is actually going to be doing for this actual restock. But we'd also to see a few W's. So send me a tweet, send me a picture. If you guys actually got your console, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, for hanging out, for chilling. Check out my earlier video today. I'll leave that link down below if you guys want. I'm so happy about that video. I genuinely am. We always have the Amazon links down below with the Amazon disc and digital. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream if you guys want to follow. We also have the giveaway, so make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. And of course, also the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and Coinbase. If you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. Thank you guys all so much for existing. I love you guys up there, and I'll see you guys up all throughout the rest of the day for some more videos. And if you guys got a console, major congratulations. I love you guys.